Hi everyone, this is Maria and it's Saturday afternoon. It's February 13th, so it's Valentine's Eve, and I can't even believe that Valentine's Day is tomorrow. I mean, wasn't it just Christmas? And so anyways, yeah, time is flying by, right? The year is flying by. So I just got home from Critique, my writer's critique group. It was a really good meeting and the weather is so beautiful. On my way home, I thought I'm just going to stop at this Salvation Army. So I was going to drive by to see if they had their sale sign out, and they did. So it's a 50% store-wide sale. I thought it would be so much fun to open up the bag together. And so let's go ahead and do that, and let's check out what's inside. And so I'm just going to pull this out here. Now this is the most expensive thing I purchased today. It was regular $7.99, 50% off, and it's $4. And what caught my attention was that little rag doll in there. And then I saw in there some of those old-fashioned clothespin dolls. So let's go ahead and open it up and see exactly what's in this bag. So I'm just going to go ahead and dump the contents onto the table. And so, yeah, so let's see. Oh my gosh, they're just some like old rag dolls. There's this one right here. And yeah, I recognize this fabric. I believe this fabric was like, I want to say from the 1970s, because I think I used to buy some of this fabric too when I used to make rag dolls for craft fairs. So these are those little knitted dolls or crocheted dolls. I remember these. And usually they had a purpose, like they would set on top of something like a Kleenex box or something like that. And so I don't know what you would do this. I think it was for decorative purposes, but I do remember seeing these and they were very popular to make. And so I don't crochet, but my mom did. I don't remember her making these. And so look at the little doll face. They used to sell these little doll faces at the craft stores, and they used to come in little packages. And again, they were very popular for the time in the 1970s. And it looks like there's another one here, a green one, and this one has little legs. And so, yeah, so I don't know if this is exactly something that I would want, but you know what? It was kind of like a catch-all, so you had to buy the whole bag, and I was curious. And I didn't think $4 was too much. I do recognize this little doll since I was a Barbie doll collector. This was a Honey Bunch doll made by Mattel. And so, yeah, it's got its little top knot here, ponytail. She's holding a little gingerbread man. And so that's kind of cute. Oh, this is cute. This little doll. Here's this doll. It turns out it's a topsy-turvy doll. There's the wolf. And so I don't know if this is handmade. I'm going to say that it's not, but it's still kind of cute. There's Red Riding Hood. And so, yeah, who knows? It might be. It looks like the face is painted, hand-painted, but I'm not sure. And so let me see if I see a tag on here, and I don't, but I have a feeling either it was manufactured, because either that's a print, but it almost feels like you can feel the paint on there. And that is so cute, isn't it? It's small and it's just so cute. I remember seeing a lot of topsy-turvy dolls, and I want to say in the 70s, and gosh, I don't know if I saw them so much in the 80s, but I remember in the 70s, maybe because I was doing craft shows, and I used to see topsy-turvy dolls at the craft shows. Let's see what this is. It looks like some sort of, oh, it's a doll made from the clothespins. And I did see those parts of them from the clear bag, and I was very curious. And so this definitely does look handmade. It looks like that they made this from scraps. It's got the little painted wooden arm. I see another clothespin doll. It looks like with a little calico dress. And you can see it's one of these kind of clothespins. And so, yeah, it's kind of cute. And then I think I see another doll, but I don't think it's a clothespin doll. In fact, it looks like a hedgehog of some sort with some golf clubs. I was wondering what this was in the bag, you guys. I was wondering. So it's kind of unusual. And it looks like it's got a little wired armature, is that what they're called? It's got the little black shoes. Yeah, and so that's different, isn't it? Oh my gosh, I was going to say this was a kitchen witch doll, but now I'm not going to say that because it looks like something is sticking out of her mouth, and I have a feeling it was a corncob pipe. Right now it looks like a cigar. And so, you know, I'm so glad I didn't pay very much for these, but you know what? Like I said, I was just curious. On the back here, it says Bees Ozark handmade dolls. So it must be from the Ozarks. And so anyways, yeah, it's different, right? And looks like she's got her little handiwork there in her lap. And let's see what this is. Okay, this is another doll. I do remember people making these, you guys, out of yarn. And look how full that is. I mean, these were very popular, believe it or not. And so, yeah, you could see the, where they have all the yarn and then they tied it off here, and so then they obviously cut the ends here and it turns into like a big pom-pom, and she's got some beads with seashells on her hair. And so yeah, you know, this is definitely not my style, but it is different, right? And so let me see what this one is. There's one more little one here, and this one is also, it looks like it's made from not a clothespin, but it looks like a bead, and it's got wooden arms and wooden legs and sort of like a little Bo Peep storybook doll. And I do remember little dolls like this, like in novelty shops, like if you went to little amusement parks, you know, mom and pop amusement parks. And but anyways, yeah, and it would probably just cost a few dollars maybe. And so kind of cute. It's got the little black shoes and the little painted face. This one is kind of cute. And so there's one more thing. Let me see. It's back here. Okay, this also looks like a souvenir of some sort. It's got, looks like a little Native American doll, and she's busy working on, I think this is called like a matati, you know, and looks like she's working maybe on some fry bread or something. And then there's some, it looks like some fruit or vegetables maybe, and some twigs. And there's a little baby. I got some board games, you guys. I got several. Well, actually 3. And so I was so excited to find this. And so it was regular price $1.99 for these double, it says double 6 28-piece hardwood domino set. And this is probably something similar to what I may have bought at the 5 and Dime store years ago. I'm thinking it might be because it says made in Japan. And so, but yeah, one day I was telling my husband, I don't see dominoes anymore like we used to play with. It says here that it's distributed by Plymouth Wholesale Corporation, New York, New York, made in Japan. The original price tag is in here for 76 cents. It says Toys R Us, regular 76 cents. And so, yeah, I mean, when were you able to buy something at Toys R Us for 76 cents, right? And so here are the dominoes. When I was a kid, we played a lot of dominoes. And so I'm going to have fun playing with these with the grandkids when they come over this next summer. And so, yeah, I'm so excited about these. I know there are other domino sets out there for kids with like Disney characters and things like this, but I wanted just the old-fashioned domino set. And then the next thing I got, the next game was this. And some of you may have seen this or remember this. This is called the Uncle Wiggily. It's a board game. It says, join the rabbit gentleman on an exciting adventure. I love the graphics, you guys, on the cover. And so it's made by Milton Bradley, which is a familiar name to me ever since I was a kid. I think Milton Bradley has been around for a long time because a lot of these companies were in the USA, you guys. Yeah, which meant lots of jobs, right? And so it says made in the USA. Boy, those were the good old days, that's for sure. And so, yeah. So let me go ahead and open this up. And I didn't sort through it yet, so I don't know if all the pieces are here, but it looked pretty good to me. Okay, so here's the game board, and I just love the graphics. I love vintage games for the graphics on the game boards and on the covers. And you know what? This was only $2.99. I had 50% off, and so I got this whole game for $1.50. It also comes with the instructions on how to play, and then there's all these cards right here that look like so much fun. I'm not sure if all of them are there, but you know what? I can use these for crafts or pocket letters if I want. And I did find another vintage game, which I was so excited about. This is called Beat the Clock, and it's based on a television show, a television game show from the late 60s, I believe. And so it's marked 1969. Look at the tie on this guy. I mean, again, look at the graphics. It's so awesome. And so, yeah, I just really, really love this. So much fun. And again, this game was, I mean, there was no prices on here, so I wasn't sure what they were going to ask. And the lady at the counter was so nice. She told the other lady to charge me $2.99 and then 50% off. So I got this game, Beat the Clock, for $1.50. It says over 50 different parlor stunts for the entire family. So let's go ahead and open it up. So here's the inside, and it looks like there's a timer here, a clock. Oh, and it still ticks, you guys. But look at the graphics. I just love it. And then here are the game pieces, and it looks like there's some cards here. And I see a little red ball and some little cubes that must be like dice, and there's some other pieces here. And so it almost looks like it's complete, but I'm not sure. But I really love this, and for $1.50, it was a great deal. And I also want to mention the box is in pretty good shape. It has some normal wear, like right here. This just came undone. And so, but you know what? That's to be expected on these old boxes. And so this is the last game that I purchased. Actually, there's, I think, gosh, I want to say there's several games in here. And so I'll go ahead and count them right now. I can't remember. I counted them when I was in the thrift store, but right now I can't remember. But they're computer games of some sort, and they're on floppy disks. So it's vintage for sure. Not vintage in the way I think of, but I think it might be the 80s or something, but it says maybe the 90s, Lucas Arts Classic Adventures, and it says the games are Monkey Island, Indy, Indiana Jones, Loom, Maniac Mansion, and Zach McCracken. So do you guys recognize this? And so I've never seen this before, and the box is in good shape, and I paid $1.50 for this because the regular price was $2.99. So I didn't think I could go wrong with this. And if anything, I think I may just go ahead and try putting it on eBay just for grins and giggles and to see if anyone is interested. And so let me go ahead and open it up. It does have the barcode here, unlike the other games that don't have barcodes, because barcodes I don't believe came out until like the 70s. And so, because when I was growing up, we didn't have barcodes. And so, yeah, so it's got, let's see, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games. And you can see they're on floppy disk. And so there's 7 discs, and a couple of them, you can see the sticky paper, the stickiness has come off. And so I have no idea if these work. And so apparently you could put them on a computer. And so does anyone know anything about this? I'd really appreciate it if you do. And then here's the booklet that came with it. And so I'm going to just set this down a second. And so it says the adventurer, dark forces threaten the galaxy. And it just has some different information in here. It looks like some products also. And so, yeah, all kinds of Star Wars things. And so Star Wars is really popular right now. Again, I don't know if anyone is interested. And it says number 9, winter 94.95. Okay, 94.95. And so I was thinking it was more 80s, but yeah. So it's kind of nice to have the year on there. And so my boys might even know something about this. So I may go ahead and ask my sons. But for $1.50, I didn't think I could go wrong with this. Okay, so we have one more thing left in the bag. I'm going to get it way down at the bottom of the bag. And it's this silk screen doll. And so usually you could buy these in panels, like at a fabric store or a variety store where they sold fabric. And so, yeah, and so I paid $1 for this. I believe she said it was $1.99, and so I paid $1. I wasn't going to get it, but it is kind of cute. And like I said, I almost set it down a couple of times, but I kind of like it. So I think I'm going to put this in my old steamer trunk in my bedroom. And here's the back. And just a little Victorian girl. Look at her little shoes, kind of cute. And she's got a little beach ball there, or just a little ball, a rubber ball to play with. And she's got her little green bows. And so, yeah, these were kind of a popular thing, especially in the 70s, I remember, you know, to buy these sorts of dolls and other things on panels. And I know you could still do that at some fabric stores, but you don't see them as often as we did back then. There was a lot of them back then. And so for $1, I didn't think I could go wrong with that. That's my thrift store haul for $10.50. In the comments below, let me know what your favorite item was. And so I hope you have lots of fun thrifting days ahead of you. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day. Bye-bye.